People often believe that success is about talent, luck, or being born into the right family. But this story is about a man who had none of those things, yet changed his entire life with one decision. His name was Daniel Cole. Most people in his town didn't even notice him. He worked as a janitor at a small community college in Ohio. Every night after students left the campus, Daniel pushed his cleaning cart from room to room. Floors, desks, windows. He cleaned everything quietly, without complaint. But Daniel had a secret. Every night after finishing his shift, he would sit alone in the empty library for an hour. Not scrolling through his phone, not watching videos. He read business books, history books, psychology books, whatever he could find. Why? Because Daniel believed one simple thing. Where I start is not where I have to finish. One night, while cleaning a classroom, he overheard two professors talking about a free weekend seminar on entrepreneurship. Daniel wasn't a student. He wasn't even sure if he was allowed to attend. But something inside him said, just go. So he showed up. He sat in the last row wearing his janitor uniform. People stared. Some whispered. But Daniel didn't care. He listened carefully to every word the speaker said about starting small businesses. At the end of the seminar, every attendee received a simple assignment. Find one problem around you and think of a way to solve it. Most people ignored it, but Daniel took it seriously. That night, while cleaning again, he noticed something interesting. Every classroom used whiteboards, but the markers dried out constantly. Teachers complained, students complained, and the college threw away hundreds of dead markers every month. A problem. Daniel began researching. For 2 months, he studied how non-toxic inks worked. He even used his tiny savings to order small samples. Eventually, he created a formula for a marker ink that lasted 3 times longer than regular markers. Now, he had a product, but no customers. So he did something bold. He walked into the dean's office and asked if the college would be willing to try his markers for a week. The dean smiled politely, clearly not expecting much from a janitor, but agreed. A week later, teachers loved them. A month later, the college placed their first official order. Daniel cried alone in his car that day. But that was only the beginning. Word spread. Other schools ordered, then private companies, then offices. And within 3 years, Daniel had his own small manufacturing unit. The same guy who once cleaned classrooms was now selling supplies to those classrooms. And here's the part people rarely hear about. Daniel continued reading books in the library. Only now, he sponsored the library himself. When someone asked him how he changed his life, Daniel didn't talk about intelligence, education, or money. He said, I learned to stop waiting for opportunities. I started looking for problems to solve. And once you do that, life opens doors you didn't even know existed. Today, Daniel's company employs over 40 people, and every year he hires at least one worker who reminds him of his old self. Someone overlooked, someone underestimated, someone who just needs a chance. His story teaches one powerful truth. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need perfect conditions to start. And you don't need to be great to begin. You